One of the most important things we can do when supporting a child who has experienced a tragedy is to get in the right mindset. This often means a shift in perspective, so we're approaching from a stance of curiosity rather than judgment. In practice, this can take the form of changing the question, "What's wrong with this child?" to "What happened to this child?" Or as I recently heard at a conference, asking, "What matters to you?" instead of "What's the matter with you?" Remember that trauma isn't just about what happened. It's about how our minds and bodies perceive the threat, process the experience, and are impacted after the traumatic event. No two children respond to the same event in the same exact way. Recognizing that each child experience with trauma is unique is essential to offering the appropriate support. The truth is, there are no perfect words, and that's okay. Try to take the pressure off yourself to find the perfect thing to say. Just focus on being as present as possible with them. Experiences of trauma and loss can steal our sense of agency. Offering small choices throughout the day can help children and teens feel a sense of control during uncertain times. For younger kids, might be things like, do you want to brush your teeth before or after putting on pajamas? Would you like to walk or be carried to the car? Or do you want me to sit next to you or across from you while you color? For older kids and teens, nurturing their agency might sound like, should we order pizza or make tacos tonight? Or, would you like music on or quiet while you study? It's also important to maintain familiar routines when possible, while allowing for some flexibility as needed. When supporting a child through grief or trauma, it's often not about introducing entirely new coping strategies, but rather identifying or remembering what has helped them in the past. Understanding and building on those existing tools is key. Physical activity and movement can also be effective, as trauma is often held and expressed in the body. Grief and trauma can create a powerful sense of isolation. Kids and teens may feel like no one else can possibly understand what they're going through, and that feeling can make the pain even heavier. One of the most meaningful ways we can support them is by normalizing their experience. Whether they're crying, pulling away, acting out, or seeming completely okay on the outside, let them know their reaction is valid. As long as they're not hurting themselves or others, there's no right or wrong way to grieve or process trauma. If a child shares something hard they've gone through or big feelings they're experiencing, your role is to simply acknowledge and honor their reality. Here are a few simple phrases you can use to normalize and validate their experience. It makes sense that you don't feel like hanging out with your friends today. It seems like you're really irritated with me right now. You have the right to feel that way. Depending on the child's age and your relationship, sometimes even a blunt, "This really sucks, huh?" can go a long way. You can also use open-ended questions like, "How is your body feeling right now? What do you wish I understood about what you're going through? What would feel helpful to do next?" A resource I often share with others is called the Coalition to Support Grieving Students. They have videos and handouts with specific examples. Like instead of telling a child, "You must be incredibly angry," say, "Most people have strong feelings when something like this happens to them," and asking, "What has this been like for you?" When you feel stuck, you can always use the words, "Tell me more." Younger children especially may not have words to describe their emotions and might better express themselves through play or expressive arts. Using books and movies can be a helpful tool. Kids and teens look to trusted adults to learn how to navigate the world. Even when it doesn't seem like it, they're paying attention to what we do. By modeling self-care and healthy coping skills, we give them a roadmap for how to handle challenges themselves. I know it's easier said than done. I struggle to balance it all myself some days. Practicing self-compassion and being appropriately transparent about times you slip up are key. One powerful thing you can do is be open with your own feelings, thoughts, behaviors in an age-appropriate way. Practice tuning into your own emotions and normalize naming them. Things like, "I felt frustrated when this thing happened at work. I just need a minute to regroup." To simple things like, "I feel disappointed that our friends couldn't come over for dinner tonight." It's not only okay for kids to see us navigating emotions, it's essential for their development. By leading with honesty, we show them that a range of feelings and reactions are normal and that they can be acknowledged, expressed, and managed in healthy ways.